welcome everyone. First and foremost, as our MC has asked you, turn to the person next to you and ask them, where were you in the year 2002? My role at this particular moment is very simple. It's just to welcome you to Kenic at 20. This whole week, Kenic and Kenya was the host of a very important event, the Kenya DNS and the Africa DNS. Yesterday, for those who were with us at the event, we celebrated 10 years of the Africa DNS. And today we are celebrating 20 years of Kenic. Kenic was already in existence and was part of that stakeholder group that also discussed the fact that there must be an Africa DNS. What does that mean? 20 years of existence is not a small feat for any organization. And for Kenic, we're actually proud that we've been here for the last 20 years and hopefully for the next 100 plus. My journey with Kenic has been over the last 3 years. And for 3 years, I can tell you there are so many things we've done. In 2017, we launched the second level domain, .ke. 2018, we did an auction. 2019, Joel came into power. I told you, today is my day. Joel came into power. Immediately Joel came into power, the good Lord said, we'll show him. COVID came. In 2020 is the time that Kenic had the highest number of registrations in a COVID year. What does that tell you about the industry? That the industry is one of the most resilient industries that we have. And that is why all of us are here today. The current state of Kenic is a stable infrastructure, a critical information infrastructure business that is looking at the next couple of years to ensure the influence that we have in terms of the ICT sector is felt for the long term.
We wanted to change Kenic from that NGO mentality that it had to a commercial outfit. Why is it that when we register domains, customers don't renew? What is the issue? As we speak, ladies and gentlemen, we only have 98,000 domain names in Kenya. Over the years, ladies and gentlemen, we've only been able to register 378,536 domain names, with .co.ke being the most popular. We need to move to the next level. We can do better than we are doing right now. I know we're on the right track. We will get there.
I'm also a proud owner, of course, of a domain, courtesy of Kenic.
When we first started charging for KE domains in 2002, we went from whatever we had for free, growing to 100,000 domains in 20 years is a compounded annual growth rate of 25%. If I had a business growing at a compounded annual growth rate of 25%, I'd be a very happy man. So many congratulations to everything that Kenic's achieved. When we started this journey in 2002, actually we started it in 2001, and it only came about in 2001, prior to those elections, because we had a Director General of the CCK and a member of his staff in Michael Katundu, who said, you know what, we also believe in the future, not in the past. The nature of Kenic is that it is never allowed to make a profit and give that money out to the so-called owners of that entity. Every single shilling that is ever made in Kenic has to be put back into that entity. And the fact that all of you are here today is testament to the fact that stakeholders have taken this entity seriously, stakeholders value this entity, and stakeholders are proud of this entity. We cannot judge an organization by its history. We can only judge an organization by what it does today to ensure its future tomorrow.
Kenic, to me, it's actually a 65,000 Kenya shillings multi-stakeholder startup. That's how much money we had when we started. Kenic has been literally built using the fundamental principles that the internet upholds, which is collaboration and partnership. Where did we start? We went to our brothers, next door, Uganda. They hosted us for free, and since they were already running their own CCTLD, they showed us how to work through it. We borrowed their system temporarily, and we used it to semi-automate a manual system that we inherited. Kenic is a critical internet infrastructure. It needs to be protected. It has been very successful in maintaining its relationship with the government of Kenya.
The story of Kenic to me is a story of a child whom I nurtured in the years between 2000 and 2015. Kenic is one of the most significant and successful public-private partnership of our times. Kenic has also continued to play a key role of influencing internet governance in Kenya and globally by making contributions to the development of the internet policies and laws in Kenya and beyond. Happy 20th anniversary, Kenic.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Kenic has very good governance. The directors are united. We have good relationships with government. We continue to want to keep the stakeholders engaged. And that becomes the big role of a chairman of Kenic. It's to just keep that stakeholder, including the government, but also the private sector, the TESPOC, the registrars, all the people who we call in our documents, we call them the internet community. And we've tried to work that, and it has been a big success. Isn't there another way of supporting this organization? Because it needs to be supported. It is managing critical infrastructure for us. If it goes down, we go down. So one of the contributions you can make, instead of thinking about it in terms of CSR, is to say there is a new payment. eCitizen is going to pay more, safaricom.co.ke is going to pay more than shim.co.ke. On behalf of the past chair, may I congratulate Kenic for this 20th anniversary. And we look forward to you becoming an even stronger registry in the future and helping us to develop internet in Kenya.
I was asked a question. What do you want to be the name of your website? Definitely Njugusha has to be there. Would you mind a .ke? You're really doing a good job. And I think, if I'm not wrong, I'm really trying to push guys to open their own websites. So if it's, for example, comedianx.ke, because I think that's going to be very easy for Kenyans.
Thank you for coming. And on behalf of the board, please invite us. We'll also come. And then, so this goes out to Kenic's past, Kenic's present, and Kenic's future. We're very, very, very grateful. And yeah, thank you for being with us today.